sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Bulldog Sports Page brought to you by Kaufman and Lind Injury Attorneys. A very rare occurrence I'm sensing about to happen for this time of year on the sports page here on JR, starting with baseball, I'm assuming, dog.
Right, especially it's the Friday football festival with baseball. Shohei Ohtani not only became the first player in Major League Baseball history to hit 50 home runs and steal 50 bases last night, he did it with maybe the greatest game a player has ever played. He hits 3 home runs, drives in 10 RBI, went 6 for 6 in a 20-4 rout of the Miami Marlins. He became the first player ever to hit 3 home runs and steal 2 bases in a game. And, oh, by the way, he did it on a night when the Dodgers secured a playoff spot. I mean, my God, this guy, this might not be an overreaction. I know it's not an overreaction Monday. It's Friday, and I don't even know if this is an overreaction.
Oh, wait. And on the road. On the road. Yes.
This was the greatest baseball game we've ever seen by a guy who will go down as the greatest baseball player of all time. Is that an overreaction?
It's a strong statement.
I don't know.
That's a dog bite.
I mean, Shohei Ohtani, when he gets back to pitching next year, he could be a Hall of Fame pitcher and a Hall of Fame batter.
Yeah, it's
so
unique player.
It's incredible what this
Unbelievable.
guy's done. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
We mentioned earlier in the show, it's like Pat and I are not like huge baseball guys. We've made it known. Nothing against it. But even we know that is accomplishment extraordinaire right there.
Yeah, I wonder if his ex-interpreter had a bet on this last week. I'm not sure.
Oh, my.
Hey, Jets, Jets all over the Patriots last night, dog.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers throws 2 touchdown passes. Sorry, Taco Bob. You maybe should have started Aaron Rodgers. He asked me for a little fantasy advice last night. I told him to go with Kirk Cousins instead of Aaron Rodgers, but just see what Kirk Cousins does on Sunday. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers, 2 touchdown passes. The crowd's chanting, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers. Jets roll the Patriots 24-3. Patriots, even though they've been surprisingly good, maybe the first 2 games, their offense is run-oriented. The Jets have a great defense as well, so the Jets shut down the Patriots. Aaron Rodgers, 27 of 35, 281 yards. Oof. Jets may win that division. I know the Bills are right up at the top, but the Jets have a good enough defense. Aaron Rodgers, if he stays healthy, they've got a running game with Breece Hall, and their defense is stacked, so Jets could win that division.
Especially so then you got the Dolphins, who are, by the way, traveling the farthest distance they can for a domestic game this weekend as they head to Seattle with no starting quarterback.
Oh, that's a mess.
Yeah. Oh, what are you talking about? No starting quarterback. The Skylar Thompson era is about to begin. Well, Lynch.
Well, I hope you're right.
The Dolphins. Here's a Bulldog bite for you. The Dolphins play Seattle on Sunday. Skylar Thompson's going to win that game. Then they have Tennessee next week. They can win that game. Then New England, they can win that game. Then Indianapolis, they can win that game. Then Arizona a week after that. The Dolphins will go 5-0. Under Skylar Thompson and have a quarterback controversy when Tua's ready to come off IR. There you go.
You as a sports columnist hope for that because it makes for good banter on your show. Yeah,
you can hope in one hand and,
Yeah.
The Buccaneers take on Denver. They're 2-0, of course. They should beat Denver. That should push them to 3-0. I'll tell you what. I think it's time we start recognizing Todd Bowles as a pretty damn good coach because, won the division last year. He was on Bruce Arians' staff when they won the Super Bowl, and now it looks like the Bucs are going to make the playoffs again under Todd Bowles, so good for them. Jacksonville doesn't play until Monday night. They're at Buffalo. They're probably going to go to 0-3, which means the Trevor Lawrence critics will be out because he's not played well despite signing that huge contract during the off season. I know what game you guys are most looking forward to this weekend. Oh. Carolina at Las Vegas. Who doesn't want to see Gardner Minshew versus Andy Dalton, huh? That tells you right there's a quarterback crisis in the NFL. Gardner Minshew versus Andy Dalton.
Boy. All right.
Other great games this weekend: Baltimore at Dallas, Kansas City at Atlanta, Philadelphia at New Orleans should be good, and Detroit at Arizona I think is going to be a good game. So,
what you got college-wise for us here, Bulldog?
Well, the Gators are on the road at Mississippi State.
What do you think?
They're favored by 6, but the assumption is that if Billy Napier loses that game, they have an open week before they play UCF, and Billy Napier could get fired during the open week. I don't think that's going to happen because you know what happens when a coach gets fired? The transfer portal immediately opens and players have 30 days to transfer out. The Gators could not have a roster if they fire their coach right now.
I'm going to stick by my prediction. I think the firing comes after UCF travels to Gainesville and beats the Gators.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. I mean, why would you wait till then and not Mississippi State?
Because what must be done eventually. Right. I don't know, dude. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Florida State, they host Cal. Cal surprisingly good. They're 3-0. Florida State's 0-3. Cal went on the road, beat Auburn a couple weeks ago. FSU could lose this game as well.
Yeah.
They better not.
So they could go to 0-4. Miami's playing USF. USF gave Alabama a game a few weeks ago.
This could be a good game, though.
Alabama. No, I don't think so.
You don't?
I mean, it could be. It's at USF, so it could be a good game, but I still think Miami, they're just blowing people out, and Cam Ward is a legitimate Heisman candidate, so we'll see what happens. Tennessee at Oklahoma is going to be a hell of a game. I think Josh Heupel's going to go into his his alma mater and put a number on Oklahoma. I think he wants to blow them out. USC at Michigan, that's a good game as well. So those are sort of the highlights.
We're going to talk more college football with your buddy Mark Daniels coming up in the 9 o'clock hour when we huddle up with the voice of the UCF Knights there, dog. Hey, wait, F1 desk. We're headed all the way over to Singapore for the Singapore Grand Prix Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Taco Bob live at the newly redesigned F1 desk.
Well, the Google's not working on too well. Here's what we're looking at. Verstappen comes and tries, but as the other times, he takes his car and goes home and loses to Lando Norris.
He's going with Lando. Okay. And then we got NASCAR playoffs at Bristol, dog, on Saturday night.
That's right. That's a cutoff. It's a cutoff race, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe this is a cutoff race for the next round of the playoffs. So, Bristol, Orlando City at Columbus Saturday night. Orlando City's won 3 in a row. Columbus, of course, won the championship last year. The Pride, only 6 games left in the NWSL regular season. They're still unbeaten. They go on the road tonight to play Bay FC. So we'll see if they can stay unbeaten tonight.
All right. He is Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Open Mic on AM 740 and FM 96.9 The Game, weekday mornings on Adjacent to Us, and he takes time from his show to join us for the sports page each morning here on JRR, brought to you by Kaufman and Lind.
Listen to Under Oath with attorney Jeff Coppin every Saturday morning, 7:30 a.m. on FM 96.9 The Game. You can catch extended versions on your favorite streaming platform.
Lynch and Taco.
The iHeartRadio app.
Get it now at WJRR.com.